Hey there guys, Purple Marine 81 here. As you can see, I've got another gun review for you. This is a Ruger SR22. I picked this up about the same time as I picked up my Rock Island Armory Compact. I wanted a semi-auto 22 pistol, and in my opinion at least, from what I've shot in the past and people that I've talked to that have owned this in particular and other Ruger 22 pistols, Ruger seems to have always kind of put out a really good semi-auto pistol chambered in 22, and I got a lot of really good feedback on this handgun, so I felt comfortable doing that. And in the past, I had owned a Walther P22, and this sort of obviously is very reminiscent of that design. They basically, in my opinion, they kind of took what was good about the Walther, what worked with the Walther, and then kind of fixed what was bad about it. The Walther, I don't, a lot of people pretty much say the same thing about them, but they really were kind of prone to problems. They didn't like a whole lot of different types of ammunition, which with 22s, it's kind of hit or miss regardless of whatever it is that you are shooting. 22s are inherently very dirty. They're kind of iffy sometimes as far as reliability goes. So the SR22 is supposed to have kind of corrected a lot of those kind of problems that you typically see in these 22 pistols. So I'll go ahead and just go over some like real quick specs with you first, and then I'll go over some of the finer points. As I said, the SR22, has a 3.5-inch barrel. Let's go ahead and get the mags out. Does come with two mags. Little 3.5-inch barrel. This thing is super light, which you would probably expect out of a 22 pistol. The slide is all aluminum, which is a smart way to go when you're talking about a little puny 22 round. It doesn't have the power to push around a bunch of steel, so they did make the slide aluminum, which helps. The magazines are 10 round capacity, and you do get two of them. I looked them up. They're a little bit on the pricey end, but not too bad. About $30 on Midway is where I found them. Retail for this thing, you're going to find it probably in the neighborhood of like anywhere from $4 to $4.50 depending on where you're going. So it's not super expensive, but for a decent 22 caliber semi-auto pistol, you can't really beat that. That's not too terribly bad, especially when you're talking about something that is from Ruger, which makes a good product. A little bit of the other stuff. Let me see. It has ambi safety controls. This is also a decocker. Sorry, folks, I'm just trying to show you here. This is also a decocker. The back, well, it's not really a back strap. It's more like a rubber sleeve. These are interchangeable. So if you want, to change the grip size for whatever kind of size hands you got, you can change those out. It has fully adjustable sights, which is kind of cool. The rear sight is adjustable for windage and elevation. Front post is obviously just windage. Let me see what else we got here. Another safety feature on this is if you don't has a magazine disconnect in there. So if you don't have the magazine in, the trigger is almost like it's like broken. It doesn't do anything. So it is a very safe weapon to use. It's got real aggressive slide serrations. I like that they did that on the front. They kind of tacked this thing out a bit, which is pretty cool. The only thing I don't like, and I'm not going to do it on camera here, is the breakdown on this thing. It takes a little bit of getting used to. It has a takedown lever in the front here. You can see this right there, that you have to pull that down. You have to pull that down, and then the slide comes, you have to pull it back and then up to release it. And it's not too hard getting the slide off, but putting it back on, sometimes you really got to fiddle with it, especially with how this this guide rod goes back inside. Let me see. It's pretty accurate, very easy to shoot. I didn't have really any kind of problems with it. I had a little bit of some magazine hiccups in the beginning, and that's another thing that is kind of prone to happen with 22s, is for some reason it's better now than what it used to be by far, but used to be that it was almost impossible for you to find a decent 22 caliber semi-auto magazine, like a regular magazine. These are not bad. These are the factory mags, and as far as I know, I don't think they make aftermarkets for these yet. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I couldn't find any. So if you do, just leave that in the comments. I'd like to know. But the factory ones are about $30, as I said. But you know, it's a 22. It's more of a plinkster training type weapon. You know, and to be honest, right now, it's kind of a weapon that you can't really even shoot that much because it's so damn hard to find ammo for it. It's just everywhere that I've looked, they're just totally wiped out of 22 long rifle. So if you can find it, you better snatch it up while you can. Let me see. This is kind of just a rough, quick review on this. Yeah, I like it. You know, I don't know if I ever really would buy another 22 long rifle semi-auto pistol, but you know, it kind of does its job. It serves its purpose. It has its place. You know, something to be said about 22. It's, you know, it's America's most popular cartridge, obviously, because it's the only one that you just basically can't get right now. But there you go. If I missed something, I probably did because I just blew through this really quick. I mean, I'm only at 7 minutes, so if you have any other questions, something that I didn't touch on that you're curious about, as always, guys, just leave it, and I'll get back with you as soon as possible. All right? Thanks for watching. Prepper Marine 81 out.